Welcome to a wealth of useless knowledge, where we dive into some fun and entertaining topics. You're sure to learn something new here, and maybe even have a laugh or two. Now let's get into today's video. We all love some good fast food, and Popeyes is one of the most popular chains out there. They've kept our mouths watering.
My mouth is watering.
With everything from their crispy fried chicken down to their Cajun fries since the restaurant's inception back in 1972. And they've managed to stay on the list of the most popular fast food restaurants for decades. Whether they're launching a new menu item, a meal deal box, or snatching away an old fan favorite, the restaurant has had its fair share of items they've had to discontinue over the years. In this video, we'll be taking a look back at 5 of Popeyes' discontinued menu items that people would love to have back. So grab your favorite snack and stay tuned. First on the list is the Rippin' Chicken. If you were having trouble deciding whether or not you wanted to order chicken tenders or a chicken breast, well, with this menu item, you could get the best of both worlds. This simple yet delicious menu item was one that offered the same classic flavor of Popeye's chicken that we all know and love, but instead presented in a rip and dip form. It was added to the menu back in the early 2010s and was essentially just a chicken breast, sliced into chicken strips just far down enough to make them easy to rip off, but not so far down to where they became chicken tenders. Although a simple concept, many people liked how convenient they were to eat. And despite them being a go-to for so many, it was sadly discontinued shortly after release. Although it has made a reappearance as recently as 2021 as a part of a meal deal promo, so it seems likely to return again in the future. Next on the list to get axed by the fast food chain was their onion rings. Popeyes has offered Cajun seasoned onion rings on their menu since the beginning, but they were silently taken off the menu sometime around the mid-2000s. As for why they were discontinued, no one really seems to know. It is, however, rumored to be due to them being too labor-intensive to make, while some others think that maybe the chain's French fries were just more popular, so it didn't make sense to keep the onion rings too. Regardless of the reason they were axed though, one thing's for certain: people want those things back. As there's even a change.org petition requesting their return, with people signing it as recently as 2 weeks ago. So it's safe to say that even though it's been nearly 2 decades since they've been gone, people certainly won't be getting over the loss of this one anytime soon. Another menu item that so many loved was the loaded chicken wrap. It was perfect for those who were on the go and looking for a filling and satisfying meal. These wraps were filled with beans, rice, and a crispy breaded chicken strip, all seasoned up with the restaurant's signature blend of Cajun spices. This grab-and-go menu item was launched back in 2009, and although it was a short-lived menu item, it has made reappearances from time to time since its discontinuation. As for whether or not it'll come back again, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I can't help but wait.
Speaking of waiting, if you've been watching the channel for a while now, love the content, and haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's free and easy to do, plus it helps the channel out a lot too. Keeping fun content like this headed your way.
I appreciate you.
Next on the list is their green beans.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
This delicious side used to be the only vegetable on the menu, aside from the coleslaw, which is quite surprising. And considering coleslaw is at least half mayonnaise anyways, does it even count as a vegetable anymore? But hey, when most people think of fast food, they don't think of healthy stuff anyways, so the chain axing the green beans just seemed par for the course. Despite them being on the menu seemingly forever, the chain made the decision to get rid of them back in 2021 in favor of focusing on more starchy sides like mashed potatoes, rice, biscuits, and their new mac and cheese side that would launch the following year. So now those who want to add a vegetable to their meal have no such option available. Part of the reason why their removal was so jarring for many people is the fact that they've been a permanent fixture on the menu for decades. Beyond that, they weren't your average green beans. These were tossed in Cajun seasoning and smothered in a thick, creamy bacon and ham gravy, something that not too many fast food chains offered, making it a standout. Despite all of this, it still wasn't enough to keep them around. I guess Popeyes said any side is replaceable. But truth is, they actually aren't replaceable. And since they've been gone, people all over have been trying to recreate them with a variety of copycat recipes, but nothing quite beats the real deal. In regards to why the green beans were axed, the company reportedly stated that they're always listening to customer feedback and making efforts to improve their menu. Excuse me? Hey Popeyes, how you doing? Since you're listening to customer feedback and all, just come close. A little closer. Okay. Please cut the malarkey and bring those green beans back already.
With all due respect, that's a bunch of malarkey.
Moving on to the last item on this list is the ever so classic chicken po' boy. This sandwich was launched by the chain back in 2003 and consisted of fried chicken tenders seasoned with Cajun spices and paired with pickles, lettuce, and mayo, all wedged between a flaky baguette. It was a staple on the menu for years, but was phased off back in 2019. The departure of this menu item was disappointing to some, while others had hardly noticed it left, as they were far too distracted by another menu item that was making waves around the same time. That's right, y'all. Remember that Popeyes chicken sandwich madness of 2019?
All right, well, the hype surrounding the release of a chicken sandwich continues.
The police were called here 4 times yesterday just to deal with the traffic. Those who braved the roughly hour-long wait are rewarded with the latest sensation, a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Others back away.
Man, I've seen this long line. Must be crack in this chicken sandwich.
It's gotta be crazy to wait in a line like this. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it is.
It's very good.
We've waited at least a half an hour. I'm so excited right now.
The bum rush of chicken lovers has its consequences, though. There's not enough sandwich to feed them all. Those who didn't jump in line will be waiting for a restock.
I'm good.
Sometimes you really just can't explain what blows up online.
It appears that once the Popeyes chicken sandwich came into play, the po' boy was slowly pushed to the wayside before it was forgotten about altogether. As sales of the hot new item rose, it ultimately became the company's new focus. That being said, correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation, so it's hard to say that the chicken sandwich caused the po' boy's untimely demise, but the timing sure was odd to say the least.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Popeyes has consistently discontinued fan favorites and launched new items, even bringing back old fan faves from time to time. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to launch or snatch away next. But I really want to hear from you guys. Which discontinued Popeyes menu items do you miss the most? Let me know. Also, let me know which restaurants' discontinued menu items you'd like me to cover next. This is by no stretch of the imagination an exhaustive list either, as there is a wide range of other menu items from Popeyes that have been launched and then subsequently snatched away over the years. So if you'd like to take a look at some more discontinued Popeyes items, let me know by dropping a chicken emoji down in the comments and I'll be happy to extend this list. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, check out my foodie playlist, where we dive into some popular discontinued menu items from all of your favorite fast food chains from KFC to McDonald's and more. I'll have it linked for you down in the pinned comment and up in the iCards. If you found this video educational or entertaining, it would be
Delightful. Really delightful.
if you would like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more content.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
As always, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep learning.